one.
Good day, beloved. I am Rock Newman, and I'm here today with the Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan. And we are embarking upon here at the Rock Newman Show 2.0 a greater focus on health, our ill health, our those unforced errors that we make on ourselves. It's hurting us. Nathaniel Jordan, Minister of Wellness, coined the phrase in a previous show to say that we are addicted to our own genocide. We're going to expand on that. That's an unfortunate reality. And today, the way that we're going to address our genocide is to talk about what many call the Black Plague. That is the focus of this conversation is going to be about diabetes. Do let me say to you that if you, anyone in your family, your friends, or your sphere of influence uh, are concerned about diabetes, have diabetes, being treated, call them up and let them know to tune in. Nate, is it best for you to follow up that with tell them how they can reach us? And we want to give you an opportunity to make those calls or to bring others to the desk, to the table, wherever you might be, to hear this important conversation.
Yes, sir. Good morning to everyone, and thank you again for having me, Brother Rock. And for all of those, this is a special live stream. This is a live stream that we're doing through the Rock Newman Show 2.0. So we're asking all of you all to please like this video, to please share this video, like and share this video on all of you all's platforms as we go into this discussion about a disease that is wreaking havoc in our community. So please, brothers and sisters, just as much as we support other topics, especially if it's entertainment, or let's be as supportive of this conversation revolving around health. And I thank you, Brother Rock, for being willing to have these conversations that aren't as popular amongst our people.
Well, I started out doing my broadcasts with a clearly stated, unapologetic agenda to say that we want to change the narrative of how we're being seen. We also want to do what we can from this little slice corner of the universe to try to help the narrative of us being a more healthy, help us to be healthier individuals within our family, within our community, within this nation, hell, all around the world. So let's jump right in, uh, Nate. And if you could give sort of a most basic Reader's Digest version of we saw that I used the term earlier, the Black Plague, diabetes. And folks, I want to share something personal. My dad was 46 years old when I was born. He was a heavy smoker. He was a heavy drinker. He raised and ate lots of swine, as did I. I am pretty sure it was his both smoking and drinking that led him to an early onset of diabetes, so much so that there was a word that I heard as a kid, gangrene. It just sounded ominous. It sounded strange that the doctor, it came from the doctor, said the doctor said he had gangrene. Well, that gangrene caused him initially to lose his big toe. Then they cut off half of his foot. Then they cut his foot off up to the ankle. Then they cut his leg off up to the knee. So I've had a very real, up close and personal experience with this. And a bit ago, I was diagnosed myself with diabetes. I contacted Nate. My last checkup, my numbers had subsided dramatically.
Yeah, good.
So Nate, before we get into the how to help fix it, cure, stem the tide, again, I'm sorry for being long-winded, but can you please give us the basic explanation of what diabetes is?
Yes, sir. Diabetes is the deadliest disease of all because it leads to all the other leading causes of death, especially within the Black community. So that's why it's the Black plague. It is wreaking havoc so much in not only adults but in the youth that they don't even call it. It used to be called type 2 adult onset. Well, now so many children are suffering from diabetes, they just calling it now just straight diabetes. So what is diabetes? Is the saddest thing about it is that it's so easy to reverse because it is simply a disease of too much fat. That's all it is. But of course, when you're dealing with a nation that has a near 100% obesity rate, meaning that it's almost ubiquitous that everyone is suffering from some form of obesity. And that's why this is the Black plague. Diabetes is simply fat that is saturating the cell. So the cell, if everyone looks at my hand and you see here, I have my hand open up, and that is how the cell is supposed to be to receive insulin, which is a hormone that is excreted by the pancreas. And insulin's job is to take the sugar out of the bloodstream. So whenever we consume anything that has sugar, insulin's job is to take that sugar out of the blood because it is dangerous for sugar to stay in the blood. Putting sugar, having a high level of sugar in your blood, Brother Rock, and those tuning in, it is just as it is just as dangerous as putting sugar inside of your gas tank. The sugar, if you put sugar inside of your gas tank, it's going to stop everything up. Well, that's exactly what happens when you have a high level of sugar in your blood. And so a high level of sugar stops up blood flow. So therefore, if you're not getting blood flow to your limbs, to your feet will turn black. If you're not getting it to your arms and fingers will turn black, then you're looking at amputations. Diabetes is the leading cause of amputations. Your blood, your eyes, many people have eye problems as they get older. That's actually constipation of the blood vessels leading to the eyes. So now we're talking about glaucoma. Now we're talking about cataracts. Now we're talking about diabetes-induced blindness, which the leading cause of blindness is from type 2 diabetes. All of that is coming from that high level of sugar in the blood. Dementia is also linked to diabetes and Alzheimer's. When sugar gets inside the blood vessels in the brain, it will cause twistings in the brain, and it will build plaques in the brain called amyloid plaques and other twistings of brain cell tissues. All of this coming from too much sugar in the blood. And what I'm saying is that's because the cell, instead of being open, is closed because of fat, and insulin can't deliver the sugar in the cell. So what we need to do, brothers, we need to open up the cell. We need to clean that cell out. We need to clean all of that excess fat and mucus out of the cell, and that will open it up. And the biggest contributor to that is meat, dairy, fish, and chicken. I don't know why Black folk have been told that chicken and fish isn't meat, but I'm here to tell you that fish and chicken is just as much as meat as eating a cheeseburger. And so when that cell is closed from that animal fat, that's fat. And then the processed sugar causes diabetes because processed sugar causes an excretion overload of insulin, and an overload of insulin excretion also leads to fat in the cell because the fat cells themselves become swell because insulin is a growth hormone. So it is the saturated fat, the animal fat, that should be the focus on reversing diabetes. And one of the reasons why we're losing the war on the Black Plague is because everyone wants to focus on reversing diabetes via focusing on sugar. And that's not that is not, you have to address the root cause of why sugar is high in the bloodstream. And that's because of insulin resistance, and that's because of too much fat.
So, Nate, pardon me, that certainly sparks a question. When we typically go to the clinic, when we go to the hospital, when we go to the doctor, there may be a general explanation about, oh, you need to exercise more and have a little better diet.
Yes.
But they don't really get into the ways to really punch this thing in the face, to punch diabetes in the face. It sounds to me like the remedies that too many Western medical practitioners give is just that they just kind of they rub it kind of softly,
Yes.
and basically are saying, oh, moderation. Moderation. Don't drink 6 sodas a day. Maybe, you just got to have soda. Maybe it's a couple, Don't eat a whole big bag of potato chips. Just eat less. Don't eat 2 ham sandwiches. Just have one. And it seems to me that that's not even really a Band-Aid for the problem.
Yeah.
That's just looking at the problem and rubbing it and going away. It sounds like what you're saying is a sure enough, you want to help people give a knockout punch to
Yes.
something that will take us out. What is that knockout punch?
And that knockout punch, and before I answer that question again, we are live, family. So we have 92 watching. And if you all can hit the like button, hitting the like button actually helps the video to be distributed across YouTube. So if everyone can exit the chat and hit the like button and also share this important information, we would greatly appreciate it.
And the participants, did I understand it, folks? You may or may not know, this is my first format where I am going live. So the viewers can participate should they choose, right, Nate?
Yes, sir. Viewers can participate. We might have time to open up for Q&A, and also family, of course. We're simply sponsored by you all. So I know a lot of you all are coming over from the Minister of Wellness Ministries, but don't let that stop you from donating to the Rock Newman Show 2.0 so we can continue having these critical conversations. And so the knockout punch that I'm trying to do. What the problem is with the American Diabetes Association. You're very welcome. Somebody says thank you for doing this. You're very welcome. The knockout punch that I'm trying to deliver is contrary to the American Diabetes Association. I don't know if you are aware of it or not, Brother Rod, but there is a whole month dedicated to diabetes in November, National Diabetes Awareness. So we're talking about 30 days, National Diabetes Awareness Month. We're talking about 30 days where that month is supposed to be dedicated to raising awareness about diabetes. But the problem is that if you get one of the American Diabetes Association magazines, the problem is that when you look at who is funding them, all you see is a bunch of junk food industries. So you have junk food industries that's giving them a lot of money. And of course, if you're getting money from a place that serves chicken and waffles to your diabetes magazine, you're probably not going to tell people in your magazine that if you're looking to reverse diabetes, the last thing you should be eating is fried chicken and waffles. And so what I'm saying is that we can't trust in the health organizations that claim to be helping us, because these health organizations have been sabotaged by corporate interests, namely junk food industry. I'm not sponsored by junk food industry. So yes, I'm not telling you to manage your diabetes. I'm not telling you that it's genetic. I'm not telling you that there's nothing you can do about it. What I'm telling you is that you can reverse it, and you can reverse it relatively quickly. And how you reverse the diabetes relatively quickly is what I call the medicine foods of God. And the medicine foods of God: fruits, eating your fruits, juicing your vegetables. Here I have my big mason jar. And this is actually 100% fruit juice, because a lot of things that we call vegetables are fruit. So this is actually cucumber and pear juice. It's extremely hydrating. And
Mhm.
so eating your fruits, juicing your fruits and vegetables, and taking your herbs, and what it will do is that it will open up that cell, because the medicines, the phytonutrients, the healing chemicals and properties in fruits and vegetables, it will clear out that excess mucus and fat, and then you won't be a diabetic anymore.
So
But
Nate,
again, okay.
yeah, I want to play. I want to play the skeptic, as I would only imagine that some of the viewers might be listening to this and might well be skeptical. So let me play that devil's advocate, skeptical person. Say, okay, you helped Rock Newman, but that might have been luck. Very direct question to you is: have you helped others? Do you have a track record of helping others with diabetes, and have you recorded their testimonies?
Absolutely. And I'm gonna go here. Let me go here to one of my diabetes. Yeah, diabetes. Let me go here to one of the sisters that reverse diabetes. Just one of many. We have hundreds. The problem is that so many people don't submit, and this is why it's important, for everyone to submit their testimonials, because submitting your testimonials, you can be an example to others. So if you see here on the screen, you see a before and after picture of Sister Pam's journey of reversing her type 2 diabetes. She has she had lost, and this only took losing 30 pounds, several inches off her stomach, and down 3 dress sizes. And she reversed her type 2 diabetes for good. Not managed it, she reversed it. She said, Shalom, Minister of Wellness. I could not, that means peace in the Hebrew. I could not wait to get home from the doctor today with this praise report. My diabetes is now reversed. The G bombs, and that was on the G bombs. And what I'm telling you is that if this sister, she reversed her diabetes on the G bombs, if I had the knowledge that we're teaching G bombs, for those of you all who don't know,
I was going to ask
greens,
you to explain
yeah,
that, but
yes, sir, greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. However, as healthy as they are, the problem with the G bombs is that when you cook food, you take away the electric power of the food. Okay, you take away the alkalinity. And then a lot of the foods that we cook, the reason why we have to cook them is because in their natural state, they're hard to digest. A far superior way of eating is only eating things that is raw and easily digestible. That's where the fruits come in. And so she would have reversed this, because how long did it take her? She said, um, I forgot how long it took her, but she could have done that. What I'm saying is that anybody watching this, you can reverse your diabetes in about 20 days. And then there was someone else. Um, I know I had a sister on here that did pre-diabetes. There's yours.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
she
so,
didn't.
so Nate, I want to share a little bit of a testimony that when the internist who diagnosed me with diabetes, he immediately prescribed what I think is some popular medicine. It's some popular medicine that people are taking for diabetes, and it really has become attractive. And I am hearing now hard to get. because it supposedly contributes to weight loss. It was something where you had to inject it. Now I'm saying something because I didn't take it. I didn't. I called you. I
Yes.
did not. I did not take it, and I just got a call. I'm putting my business out there. I just got a call from the doctor's office after 3 months telling me my next 90-day supply was in, and I never took the first part, the first dosage. So, folks, I'm personalizing this and sharing sort of my journey with you to have you to contemplate. Look, when the doctor told me I had diabetes, it scared the hell out of me. I mean, I'm remembering my father's foot bandaged and then his leg bandaged when they took his foot off, and then the leg cut off up to the knee. And I remember my father. This is a very powerful image to me. I
Mm,
remember my father saying that his ankle hurt,
mm,
the ankle that no longer existed.
mm.
That was so utterly sad for me. So when the doctor told me I had diabetes, it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I was able to reach out to you and to do some things where I am not all the way there, but boy, am I headed in the right direction. There was a real surprise over a short period of time. I'm taking the liberty to share that with you who are listening, you who are viewing, so that you are aware that it might frighten you to say you shouldn't have another those hamburgers and fried chicken. But you can save your life. You can reverse this scourge that is wiping us out. A lot of people I know that are watching us are from the conscious community.
Yes.
And if we were aware of those who oppress us coming into our community and slaying us and knocking us down,
Yeah.
taking us out, we would rise up. And I guess what I implore all of you to do is to heed these words from the minister of wellness so that you can help yourself. We're going to be talking about other maladies also. But Nate, let me let you continue. And my thinking is we are we're about 23 minutes into this, that we will go for a half hour.
Okay.
And if you have something else that you just want to initiate, and then maybe leave a few minutes in the event that others want to join in.
Well, I think this is a good opportunity. First, of course, family, we ask you all to, make sure you're hitting the like button, exit the chat, hit the like button. Also, anybody that is tuning in, Mama Jordan, I don't know if we've helped you completely reverse diabetes, but if anybody tuning in, if the teachings of the Minister of Wellness Ministries has helped you reverse diabetes, please, we would like to hear from you. And I'm going to put the StreamYard link to come on and to share testimonial, because that would be very helpful to see someone come on live and share the testimony about diabetes. And then I want to let you all know we are excited to announce this very, very important free community health fair seminar, the Minister of Wellness Ministries and the Rock Newman Show. And of course, we are very excited about our media partner, WHUR 96.3. So we're coming back. I'm returning to the DMV, brothers and sisters. I promised you all when I came out there at the last minute and we had to send about 100 of you all home, which of course we didn't want to do that. And so we'll be at Union Temple Baptist Church, and we thank Pastor Nita Wilson for opening up the doors of the church for us to have this free community health fair seminar. So the great news is, families, that in the description box, you can click the link in RSVP, so you can make sure that there's that there's space there, because we're doing a major push to kick this health revolution off.
Hey, Nate.
Um,
Hey, Nate.
yes, sir.
Nate. Some people know that I have a boxing career title in my background. So if I think this might be a moment for me to go back to those days
Yes, sir.
and tell the viewers, look, if you can't make it to Washington, D.C., and Lord knows Nate said something that warms my heart, two things really. WHUR 96.3 FM in Washington, D.C. is our media partner. Yeah, we're very, very happy about that. And it's at Union Temple Baptist Church, one of the most progressive churches in the world. In the world. Walk in that beautiful church and you'll see, the Black Jesus sitting there with the disciples, which are many people from the human rights and civil rights struggle for our very liberation. But the message I want to get across and the reason why I think about my background in boxing is I used to say something when we had a big event. Hey, if you can't come to Las Vegas and be on the scene, then look at us on the screen. Yes. It's free for everyone that is able to come to Washington, D.C. I mean, we think it's going to be like an overflow audience. We love that. But for those in the DMV, in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and literally around the country and around the world, if you can't be on the scene, watch it on the screen. There will be a pay-per-view for a nominal donation. Yes. And I want everyone watching this to know that we want to make this as broadly available as possible. Needless to say, yes, we got some fairly heavy financial lifting to do, and we certainly appreciate, your support. Again, if you can't be on the scene, see it on the screen, live pay-per-view.
Yes, sir. And that information is scrolling across the bottom of the stream. I just put the link in there where you can go and you can click the link in the chat or in the description box and purchase the live stream. And once you have it, that's lifetime access. And we do want to thank King. I don't know if it's a male or female that donated $1. So we thank you and for that. And so yes. And so I want to, so going back to, I guess we can go into solutions for diabetes, the solutions for it, for those. And then somebody did ask about protein. What role does protein play in reversing diabetes? Well, protein plays a very minimal role. It's every carbs, fat, and protein. Those are the macronutrients that we get when we eat. Those are macronutrients. That's where we get our calories. The macronutrients are insignificant compared to the micronutrients. The healing properties of the food is what we want to focus on. So again, if we're talking about diabetes coming from insulin bouncing off the cell due to excess body fat, when we're talking about what foods would open that cell up and clear that mucus and pus and constipation and inflammation, we want to focus on foods that have a high level of energy, a high level of phytonutrients, and actually a lower amount of protein and fats and healthy carbs, healthy fructose that hydrates the body. And that's where your fruits come in. So here is the 21-day reverse diabetes challenge. If you are a diabetic, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you the plan right here. I want you for breakfast, I want you to have a large bowl of grapes. Okay. And then you can also have citrus fruits if you want. That's what I want you to do. And then for lunch, I want you to have a bowl of mixed berries, all sorts of mixed berries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, whatever berries that you like. And then for dinner, you can have melons, all the different type of melons. You can consume that. Okay. And that's what I want you to do. Then I want you to juice. I want you to do, this is cucumber and pear juice. It's delicious. or you can do cucumber and apple juice, and you can drink about 8 cups of this per day. And then I also want you to exercise, and I want you to do that for 20 days. And I'm telling you that you'll be diabetes free. That's what I'm telling. That is the 21-day reverse diabetes challenge. Now, the problem with what I just stated is not that you won't be healed. You'll be healed relatively quick. Many of you all, your blood sugar would drop within 5 days of eating that way. What would happen, the problem that stops so many people from doing what I just laid out is food addiction. It always comes whenever we talk, Brother Rock. You notice that I always bring the discussion back around to food addiction.
Yeah.
That is always the elephant in the room, stopping people from doing something that is so simple to do, and that's simply eating a raw fruit. So what I'm saying is that you don't need recipes, you don't need an oven, you don't need a microwave, you don't need to prep. All you need to do is consume those raw fruits, and it will heal that diabetes relatively quickly. But if you don't get rid of your food addiction, if you don't tackle that 12-headed monster, you won't be able to do it, because in a few days, your addiction will start playing with your brain. Oh, I just can't eat this. I need more protein. Um, I'm losing too much weight. All of these, your mind will start playing games with you. Your addiction will start playing games with you. And that's why we have a strong focus on overcoming parasitic infection. And Brother Gerard Reynolds, our administrative assistant, if you're on, I do need the pin code, because we are an affiliate now with a company called Zuma Nutrition, because they have a very excellent parasitic cleanser that gets rid of the parasites that sabotage people's brains. I want to give people our pin code so they can purchase that detox and help the ministry out at the same time.
Hey Nate, I think I just I have an antenna where we don't want to be unnecessarily harassed, and that I think we need to do some sort of a disclaimer, if you will,
Okay.
because I think in your enthusiasm you said you will revert, do this, and you and you will reverse. At the end of the day, I'm certainly not a medical doctor. Nate is not a medical doctor. I've said a few times the way that he's helped me. Thank God you're not. but none of what is being said here is to be construed
Yes.
as medical advice or any sort of guarantee medically. I would, if that's right. There's language, obviously, that you see all the time, but we want to just make it clear that that is not. We're not making that kind of. We're not making a medical claim.
Yes, if you are taking diabetes drugs, first of all, you have my sincere condolences, but you would need to work with a medical professional to help you wean off. So I'm not here to tell you to throw anything away. And then, yes, if you are making a radical change, if you are ready to go on the all fruit kill it, the all fruit kill it, that's right, grapes, berries, and melons. If you are ready, then you need to go to your doctor, pick a good one, pick one that will be excited to help you. Tell them I'm ready to not manage but change it. And then if they're a good doctor, they should be willing and excited to help you through the process.
So that comment came from Summer Joy, and I'm gonna use a play on words here. That if in fact we all help follow Nate's instructions and have grapes and berries and melons and eat like we have a real brain in our mind, because at the end of the day, it is only something that is very helpful. Summer Joy wrote, wow, grapes, berries, and melons. And I will say that you will have a joyful summer if you start right now following those instructions.
And so so and so I guess with your permission, brother Rock, if anybody has a direct health question related to diabetes, if you want to click the link and come on and join us, this is a rare opportunity to come and to chat with us. If you
I
have a
would
question.
say, yeah, absolutely. I welcome that if you're out there, and we will be doing more of this, so you can be sure that this won't be the last opportunity. And we again appreciate you spreading the word about what we're trying to do, and that is trying as best we can to help improve the condition of the folks uh, in our community and throughout the world.
Yes, sir. And also I do want to let you all know that we on the Minister of Wellness Ministries YouTube channel will be live again tonight, and I'll be joined by my wife, Dr. Chef Felicia and Jordan, who I see is in the chat here. And so tonight at 7 p.m., if you need more attention concerning this issue all throughout the week, the Minister of Wellness Ministries YouTube channel, we do free health coaching. And so join the Minister of Wellness Ministries. And also, family, we are in the last week of a massive book sale that we're having. We're offering a bulk order where you can get 5 of either one of our books for 60% off, or 10 for 70% off. So this is great for those who are part of organizations and they want to get the books and pass them out. So we're giving away the books for wholesale costs. So that's at the Minister of Wellness.com. Also, we do have a recipe book if you want more comfort food that's healthy. My wife's Thanks Healing recipe book. You can also get that on bulk order. And then our Disease Free in 23. This gives you 50% off all 3 of the books using that promo code. So all of this is ending in a week. And we do have a phone line if anyone needs to call, not just about the books, but also the very important DMV Health Fair Seminar. Just call the number on the screen, 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026.
And again, that's Saturday, March the 18th. Saturday, March the 18th. And if there is anyone that would want to participate, let us know now. And if not, we're going to wind down until the next time. We will be coming back. This is something that, you know, I've decided that is important for my channel, and to have someone that has the kind of knowledge, the passion, and commitment of the Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan, is something that I am most honored that he is participating and helping us to bring to you. So spread the word. And if there's no one chatting in, I think, Nate, we will say that we'll close this for now and see you the next time around.
Okay, thank you, Brother Rock. Everyone watching, I guess we can call this. We'll do this Wellness Wednesday leading up to March 18th. Can we pin that or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
every
Let's do it.
Wellness Wednesday leading up to the big historical occasion in the DMV will be here Wellness Wednesday mornings on the
Hey,
Rock
hey,
Show.
Nate, can you kind of run through the subject matters that we're going to be covering? So
Yes.
diabetes, we started off with diabetes.
Okay, let me go there real quick. Give me 1 minute, please.
Mhm.
Pull that up. But yes, we're the other topics, because I think we have 9 more, 7 more after this. So here we go. So next week, family, we will be discussing Black America's obesity crisis. Then we will be discussing the healthiest foods for Black people, for our people. What are the healthiest foods for melanated people? Then we will be discussing genocide by diet. Genocide by diet. Then the following week, week 5, we'll do medical racism. Very important. Then we will be doing cancer disparities in Blacks versus whites. the destruction of Black heart health, and then the Wednesday before, if we have time, because that'll be the Wednesday of the March 18th, is supposed to be the mental health crisis, which I will be talking about March the 18th for the keynote live stream. So those are some of the great topics that we have coming up.
Well, Nate, thank you so much on behalf of the Rock Newman Show 2.0 and the Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan. We bid you farewell. Have a great day and a great week until we see you the next time. God bless you.
Okay, God bless.